Well, hello there, good people. Um, this is one for you to pay attention to. I'm going to say, well, I did say. I'm going to say, well, I did say. What he said. This one I think you folks should be paying attention to because this video is part of the court, the lawful court, the court proceedings in the quantum world, in the now time, in the now space. I don't have the knowledge of proper sentence structure. However, I do have knowledge on contract. I have knowledge on the judicial process and postal mechanics. And I established, opened, possibly reestablished Superior Court of the Kalkaska County. So I've also been prosecutor of my own cases. And in the high court, I created the position of executive emergency manager for the Michigan state. Why? Because I own my authority, and somebody has to do something to get this shit straightened out. Now, when you drag these parasites into your court, into the high court, they are absolutely powerless. Problem is, we don't have a forcement. We don't have a forcement structure. Christ, just getting a jury together for the verdicts seems to be about impossible. However, that's not slowing me down. I have many, many, many cases that are just waiting for the jury. Court has already been held. Proceedings have already been done. And it's time for the jury. Now, almost all of my court cases have been read on YouTube. As time has moved forward and I've learned about many things, including quantum grammar and more information on contract and judicial process and postal mechanics, we're rolling right along. And the corruption here in the village of Kalkaska is probably just like your local community, very corrupt. And so you need to be able to reach out and touch them. Yes. And so I'm sure that those that showed contempt of court and did not show up are shitting their pants because of Executive Order 13818, Ethan Dean, and the fact that they're just fucked. And their days are numbered. So we're going to do a review of the situation here in Kalkaska with regards to the oppression and suppression of the essential oral health with cannabis, and the absolute oppression and suppression and corruption and the pain and misery that these people just keep pushing on everybody. And so the description is limited to 5,000 characters. I was able to get the majority of the text message exchange in the description. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the video of the call with the people over at Birch Street Dental Care. Jeez. All right, here we go. Maybe I should look in the mirror once in a while. Nobody here. We'll I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, but we're going to find out. So, Benedict and what?
Know your party's extension number, you may dial it now. And if you'd like this message repeated, push 9.
I had a scheduled call.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sara. Pleasure speaking with.
Hello, Sara. This is Ethan Dean.
Hello, I do for you.
I've got a scheduled call at 4 o'clock. Do you know who I'm scheduled to be speaking with?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well.
What was your call regarding? Maybe I can find out who you need to talk to.
All right. Well, the text messages should explain it. I came in for emergency service back in July, and I was denied emergency service. I was told to stop chewing tobacco and return in 2 weeks. I was given a 5-week appointment, and I was asked to complete a survey, and then some text started exchanging where I asked very simple questions which I have never gotten answers to. Now, on the day I came in for that emergency service, I came directly from Dental Clinics North. I had scheduled an emergency appointment with them, and at that time they told me that they're only doing 2 a day and that there was 7 days out. So I waited 7 days while I was in pain every day. When I got there for the first appointment of the day, I was told there would only be an emergency evaluation, no emergency service. So I declined to use my insurance when I couldn't get the service. I came to Birch Street probably about 8:30. I was asked to come back at, I think, 2:20, maybe 2:30, and to be 20 minutes early so that I could complete paperwork. Well, I got there 10 minutes early. I've been a patient there. Apparently you've lost my records. And so it required me to fill out new patient forms, and canceled my appointment because I was 10 minutes early rather than 20 minutes early. Then I saw the dentist, and he refused to give me any service. I was suffering a bone spur that was eating away at my tongue every time my tongue moved. And I have sharp teeth where other teeth have been extracted, and the sharp edges weren't a problem when there was adjoining teeth. But when I go through pain like I was going through with that bone spur or previously to the abscess, it's hard to control my tongue. And my tongue was getting chewed up by those sharp teeth. So the dentist refused to file those down. He refused to do anything with the bone spur. He refused to pull my abscessed tooth and told me to stop chewing tobacco and come back in 2 weeks. Now, if you read the text messaging, I alerted you folks to the fact of oralhealthwithcannabis.com, where there's picture evidence, scientific evidence of gum tissue rejuvenation, calcified plaque removal. And I presented this to the dentist in your office years ago. They don't want to talk about it. The pain and suffering that goes on, like I'm experiencing, and what I see every time I'm in a dentist office is ridiculous. This is the reason that I'm calling. Okay? So
I guess I would, at this point, I would get a manager on the phone. So can you hold for a couple seconds?
yes.
1 second.
All right. So, view of the text messages. July 24th, Birch Street Dental. Ethan, just a reminder that you have an appointment reserved with Birch Street Dental Care today at 2:20. Please complete your new patient forms here, and they provide a link. Then, Ethan, welcome to Birch Street Dental Care. Your appointment is scheduled for Monday, July 24th at 3:30. You see, they canceled my appointment because I was there 10 minutes early, and they required me to do their job and complete their paperwork because they lost my records. Or did they lose them? Or did they just destroy them? Well, in either case, they treated me like shit. Then, another message. Ethan, it's my honor to be your dentist. If you enjoyed your visit at Birch Street Dental Care, I would be very grateful if you would take a quick moment and leave us a review. Does he really think I could possibly be happy? I mean, for goodness sakes. So I responded, I may. Here's my situation. Constant pain because of the bone spur ripping the tongue. And it can't be filed down before the end of next month unless a cancellation happens and I can arrange a ride. Thank you for your interest in my opinion. Then there's an auto reply because I sent that after hours. Then, text of July 27th. Good morning, Ethan. This is Sara. Oh, the girl who we just listened to, who had no idea who I was supposed to be talking to. Wasn't even expecting my phone call. Good morning, Ethan. This is Sara with Birch Street Dental Care. I'm reaching out because Dr. Molby took a cancellation on Monday, July 31st at 2:30 p.m. I'm wondering if you could get a ride and move your appointment up. Birch Street Dental Care. Gee, July 31st. What happened on July 31st here in Kalkaska? Was I prosecuting? Was I holding hearings? Was notices posted all over Kalkaska, in the cannabis shops, on the gas station pumps, on the posting boards, and were videos made? And what does Birch Street do? The only time they're going to offer me an appointment due to a cancellation is on the day that I'm in court all day. I responded, thank you. I'll be in court all day. Sara responds, okay, I will keep you in mind for another day then. Thank you. Then I responded, I managed to knock down the bone spur and tissue is beginning to cover the exposed bone. That's all healed up now. But that damn dentist wouldn't do nothing for me. No. Just let that bone spur keep ripping away at your tongue, boy. 5 more weeks, you can tough it out. Motherfucking parasites. All right, so this goes on. As to the scheduled appointment, I'm requesting the equipment to supply electrical current to a tooth to determine the health of the nerve be there for final determination. See, I got this tooth here. It's leaning over. It's been leaning over for a long time. And it's abscessed. And I haven't been able to get dental care. I haven't been able to get my decayed fillings taken care of and any associated tooth decay around those decayed fillings. And so now I've suffered another abscess. And it's a dead tooth. It's a toxic tooth. And I want that damn thing removed. What does Molby do? Molby, after taking an x-ray and a panoramic x-ray, right, all the way around like this, Molby comes in, sticks his finger on my tooth, pushes on it, says that tooth isn't abscessed. If it was abscessed, it would be loose and pussy. Yeah, well, see, they don't want to know. They don't want to know anything. They don't want to know about Never Clear. You folks, if you've been following me, you know all about Never Clear. Now that phone call, I did set it up as age restricted. I had no idea what to expect. I knew that I would be talking some about cannabis, which seems to be okay with YouTube unless you're showing pictures. The conversation's okay, but don't show the garden. For that, they want to age restrict. So the fact of the matter is that Never Clear non-euphoric formulation, very effective at pain relief. It's also 150 proof and has all the anti-inflammatory and antibacterial qualities that come from the cannabis plant. So it's very good at keeping infection down and reducing any need for any antibiotics, which are just going to destroy your microbiome. So I challenged him. I said, where's your equipment to test the health of the nerve in that tooth? Because there's a little device, little handheld device. I think it's got a 9-volt battery in it. It's got a little hook, goes on your lip. Then they touch the other end of your tooth and there's a dial, 0 to 10, and they turn it. Well, if you feel it on the lowest setting, you've got a very healthy tooth. If you can't feel it on the highest setting, you got a dead tooth. And I've won several arguments with dentists that refuse to pull dead teeth. Dead teeth when there's a hole right through the damn thing. You can stick their instrument right through it. One time at Dental Clinics North, I'm in there, I want a tooth extracted. It's being resistant. I said, look, there's a white lesion growing on the gum tissue right at that tooth. My brother died, my younger brother died years ago from oral cancer because he had a white lesion on the roof of his mouth and his dentist neglected to say anything to him for a year. He said, where's that white lesion? I said, right there, take a look. He says, oh, yeah, son of a bitch, I see it now. Then he takes his instrument, starts probing at the tooth, sticks it right through the tooth, looks up at his assistant and says, He's got a point. You damn straight I got a point. I'm not the world's leading authority on oral health with cannabis for nothing. And these idiots, these British controlled, British organized American Dental Association members belonging to a private membership that was never, ever regulated by any government, fake corporate fraud government, or republic government, never. The ADA, the AMA, and the ABA all operate outside of any government guidance or control. Fact. All right. Pick this up again. So, as to the scheduled appointment, I'm requesting the equipment to supply electrical current to a tooth to determine the health of the nerve be there for final determination. I want to know, are you going to have that equipment? You should have that equipment. When I asked him about it, he got all flustered. And his assistant, and he looking at us talking to his assistant. When was the last time I saw that thing like this? Right? Does anybody go looking for it? Do you think they even have one there? I doubt it. So I want to know. You're refusing to pull this damn tooth. I know it's abscess because I got it down in the bone, right below that tooth. I push here and it hurts. Another sign that I have a dead tooth is I'm developing body odor again. Oh, I was one of the stinkiest men on this planet. Oh, when you got those toxic teeth, those infected teeth, it affects your body odor. I'd get in the shower and I got a clean sponge or clean wash rag. I scrub and scrub and scrub. I get out, the towels are fresh out of the washer, fresh out of the dryer, smelling nice. I'm drying myself off and I stink, and the towels are starting to stink. That's what I lived with. That's what my family lived with. All those years, all those decades. And when I got my toxic teeth out, one of the over 30 chronic conditions that went away, one of them was that stinking body odor. I could go 3 days without a shower, wearing the same damn t-shirt and not be offensive. Now I fucking smell myself when I get out of the shower. And it's because this damn dead tooth. But old Molby, see, he knows better. So then I say, if it's possible to reschedule a cleaning on your calendar, keep in mind, my appointment is 5 weeks out. 5 weeks out. So all they got to do is one of those people, they got a cleaning the same time frame on the same day of my appointment for the extraction. They get a cancellation if they move that person up. It would open up a spot for me where I could go in, I could get the cleaning, so they could do the evaluation on the decayed fillings and any tooth decay and develop a treatment plan. Plus, I want partials. I want to be able to chew again. All I got is teeth in the front. I got nothing in the back on either side. So then I get the auto reply. Then on the 28th, July 28th, please call the office so we can discuss your next appointment and get you scheduled. 231-258-5686. 5395 Birch Street Dental Care. Text of August 13th. Thank you. Who should I ask for? Also, to better explain my dental condition, it would be great for the person helping me to have access to a web browser. Is this something that I can have cooperation with during the call? Now, between July 28th and August 13th, they have answered how many of my questions? That's right, 0. Auto reply, next day, good morning. You don't have to ask for anyone specific. Anyone who answered the phone is able to help you and get you scheduled. Yeah, scheduling's great. You schedule me and then you cancel my appointments. You deny me service. Now, will you answer one fucking question? No, they won't. Text of August 19th. It's the help I'm most interested in. It will require some time to explain my situation. I expect to not be restricted from being open regarding my health and oral health. Again, I'm asking, will the staff have access to a web browser during the call? Text of August 21st. Please call the office at your earliest convenience and we can discuss what it is you need to discuss. Or if you would like to speak with the doctor, we can schedule you with them. Here we go. Games. They have not answered one fucking question. Birch Street Dental. Ethan, please respond with C to confirm your appointment with Birch Street Dental Care for Thursday, August 31st. I guess this is text from the 21st. They don't say respond with C or I'm going to cancel your appointment. They haven't answered one of my questions. I didn't cancel the appointment. I want to know, is it even worth my time to arrange a ride and get there? Are they going to have the equipment? Are they going to be able to schedule a cleaning? Because Molby can't do an evaluation without a cleaning done first. Can't do an evaluation on degrading fillings or tooth decay unless I have a cleaning first. So, respond with C to confirm your appointment with Birch Street. I respond, that's the goal, to have a call. There has been a great deal of lack of communication. As such, it's my position that straight answers to the two questions. 1, period, all capital letters. Will the staff member that take the call have access to a web browser during the call? This question has never been answered. Why? Because they don't want to look at oral health with cannabis. They don't want to see the evidence. Number 2, period, all capital letters. Will I be restricted from speaking openly about my oral health and what I do for personal and professional oral health care? You see, Dental Clinics North that gave me an emergency appointment and made me wait 7 days for it, and then after I rent a vehicle, jump through hoops to get there to be first one in the morning, they tell me, oh, no emergency service for you. We'll give you an emergency evaluation. Oh, fuck that shit. Birch Street Dental offers same-day emergency service. I've been a patient there. I'm not going to waste my insurance here. I already waited 7 days on you. And Birch Street Dental Clinics North Mansalona put it in writing that if I talk about oral health with cannabis in their office, I am barred for life. I can't even talk openly about my oral health with my health care provider. This goes on. Additionally, there's a fair amount of related information that I hope to share with the office. Like never clear, you brain dead motherfucking Molby, British agent, piece of shit. And then I say, thank you in advance for the cooperation requested. Then there's an auto reply because I sent that after hours. Then the next day, we received your message and we are willing to discuss your oral health with you. As receptionists, we can't really determine what is going on, and you would need to schedule with doctor to discuss further. I will cancel this appointment for the extraction at this time, and if you would like to have a consult with a doctor, please call and we can get that scheduled. 231-258-5395. Anybody want to call Birch Street Dental? Voice your opinion. 231-258-5395. This goes on. I waited 5 weeks for emergency care. My questions go unanswered repeatedly. And them, I got a typo, THEM. And them, my appointment is canceled without justification. That's twice they canceled appointments on me. Same day, emergency service they advertise. July 24th. This is September 14th. During my emergency walk-in appointment, I received an emergency evaluation and my insurance was used, yet was refused emergency treatment and was told to stop chewing tobacco and return in 2 weeks, yet no 2-week appointment was scheduled. Why would a fucking dentist want me to stop chewing tobacco to stop bone growth, excessive bone growth? That bone had a point on it like the end of a round toothpick. Sharp. Pierced right through the skin, grew right out, right through the tissue, and was eating away at my tongue every time I spoke, every time I swallowed. That's painful. And then I got those sharp teeth in the back on both sides, upper and lower. And I can't control my tongue. And so now I'm getting my tongue cut up on these motherfuckers. He refuses to file them down. Says that's not your problem. So I say, I'm looking to hear from management with a scheduled call with the decision makers at the earliest time. They respond, management will contact you. I respond, please schedule a date and time for the call. Cell service here is limited to Wi-Fi access. I stayed in Wi-Fi range all day Thursday. No missed call on Thursday or Friday. See, they told me management was going to contact me. I just read that. Management will contact you. Birch Street Dental Care. Then I say, note, I walked into Birch Street. I was directly coming from Dental Clinics North Mansalona. They take 2 emergencies per day. 14 were ahead of me when I first contacted DNC. After waiting 1 week for emergency walk-in appointment and renting a car, when I arrived, I was told no emergency care will be provided today, only emergency evaluation. So I declined. The insurance isn't going to pay. I'm really in a spot. So, Sara, keep in mind, I call for my scheduled 4 o'clock appointment that I scheduled days in advance. Sara doesn't have a clue. And then there's no office manager available, which we'll get to when we continue to call. This goes on. This has become incredibly frustrating. Text September 5th. Please contact the office, Birch Street Dental Care. Text of September 8th. Monday the 11th at 4 p.m. Expect my call and be prepared to answer for not having any record of the multiple times I paid for services at Birch Street Dental. Then requiring me to do your job, completing your paperwork, and canceling my appointment that I was 10 minutes early for. Note, I have been to all dentists in Kalkaska over the years where services are denied. And because since 2015, all dentists the world over and the ADA refuse to acknowledge the scientific evidence of gum tissue rejuvenation and removal of and prevention of calcified plaque in hand and on full display at www.oralhealthwithcannabis.com and United States Patent. Excuse me. Lord. If it's repugnant, you got to abrogate it. It was repugnant. I abrogated it. United States Patent, US 10-933-013. And then there's a B1, which I forgot to put there. But they can see that if they visit Oral Health with Cannabis. It goes on, the people suffer while others profit. The 8 years of oppression, suppression, international gang stalking regarding oral health with cannabis has led to a recent failed assassination attempt on my life. At this point in time, your office and all employees are alerted to Executive Order 13818 and the serious human rights abuse. And then I got an auto reply, and then nothing else. And I think I sent a text after that, but I'm limited to 5,000 characters in the description. So that's what we got. All right, so Sara obviously is up to speed on the text, but when I call, Sara's absolutely clueless and needs me to explain everything to her. Does that speak to the competence? Or does that speak to the absolute oppression and suppression and corruption? Well, that's what a jury will be charged with determining. So let's get back to the call. Now, the reason for this video is specifically for the court. It is specifically for you to learn how to conduct court. Evidence, truth and evidence and fact. I may not be able to pen a quantum paper, but I can do a quantum autograph. I know how to use a stamp and my thumbprint. And I've explained that all, and I'll explain it more further. I also know how to do my quantum initialing. I know how to do the judicial process with the postal mechanics. And video record everything possible. So when I create the document, that will get video recorded. When that document is served, it will be video recorded. When the court hearings are held, they will be video recorded. My claims, my cases are not going to be destroyed by babble. Truth and fact. You going to tell me that in order to bring a claim into court, for you to bring a claim into court, that you need to be able to pen in quantum grammar, in perfect parse syntax, mathematically correct sentence structure? Bullshit. All you got to do, baby, is give your testimony. This is why the video is so important. This is why documenting the text messages, the phone calls, the lack of service, the details, document it all in video. The phone call. All right, we'll get back to the phone call. The phone call is not much longer, and I won't play the rest of the video where I give commentary. We'll just get through the phone call.
Thanks for calling Birch Street Dental Care. Conveniently located at 508 North Birch Street in Kalkaska. Our highly trained team is here to provide a comprehensive array of services, including checkups and cleanings, cosmetic options, gum tear, and oral surgery procedures such as wisdom tooth removal.
Unless you're
Same-day
Ethan.
emergency care is available, and we offer appointments Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Wednesday and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also, please feel free to visit us online anytime at birchstreetdental.com. We'll be right with you. Thank you for calling Birch Street Dental Care, where we go the extra mile.
Remember, they keep asking me to call. They keep asking me to call.
Dr. Dan
And I
Simon,
scheduled the call
graduated from the
days in
University of Michigan.
advance.
Dr. Eric Molby is a University of Kentucky graduate, and Dr. Jacob Sonnen and Dr. Hannah Cho both are graduates from Marquette University School of Dentistry. We accept most insurance and offer financing. We even have an in-house membership program for patients without dental coverage. To learn more about us, please visit birchstreetdental.com. All right, Ethan, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm going to transfer you to Lindsay. 1 second, please.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good afternoon, this is Lindsay. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Lindsay, this is Ethan Dean.
Hello there, how can I help you today?
Okay. I was hoping that you folks might be up to speed with the correspondence that we had in this scheduled call. I'm guessing I need to start from scratch with you.
I don't really know. The office manager's not here. I'm the front desk leader. But
Okay.
she does have paperwork here, printed off with all of your correspondence on here.
Okay, so back in July. All right, I'll end it there because I'm just going through what I went through, and that's all there documented for the court, for the case. So the Kalkaska post office has a lot of corruption issues, And so I'm going back. I'm going back to the Kalkaska post office with a good stack of paperwork and a copy to lay on them, and put the fear of God in these people, educate them. All right, that sweet little girl there that extorted me, I think she's clueless, and she's being directed with unlawful orders. And I'm sure she just wants her paycheck. She needs to know that she is in jeopardy of losing everything. And this is the fear that we have to put into these people. We have to educate them. We have to educate the staff. So if we educate the staff of the sheriff's department, the results will be just like when I educated the jail sergeant back in 2021, and they had a mass exodus, and the Kalkaska County prosecutor resigned. See how powerful this is? So one time at the Kalkaska post office recently, 6 eyes and 3 cameras were not enough. You people want your freedom. You want your liberty. You want your health. You want your courts. You want justice. You can't fucking muster up the fucking courage to stand with me. Why? You can't muster up the courage. You talkers, you people who know how to talk, got excuse after excuse why you can't be here, and you won't even get on a phone. Well, I'm there at the post office. Why can't you be another voice? Why? Oh, because you're more concerned about having the demonic system correct your record. Or you're so fear-based, you can't touch me. You people got to get past your problems. If you want your liberty, you want your freedom, you want your courts, you want your health, you want clean water, you want healthy food, you want things to be right. Well, then, damn it, stand with me. Get your postage paid, registered mail service, and contract as sovereign. I did. And I'm pushing for you. I'm doing what I do for you because I love you. And you deserve it. And you need it. Why don't you love yourself and stand with me and be a witness and be a voice? I'm going to set a date. I'm going to set a date. I'm not going to open the place up to free camping. Not with assassination attempts on me. I'm not going to do it. But we are going to hold the process. We're going to the post office. We're going to set a date for the court, and it's going to happen soon. So stay tuned in and learn. I'm going to create the paperwork for court, just like I did. And you can see this is extremely, extremely simple. And it's bonded. Okay, you bond your paperwork. The back side got my thumbprint and autograph. Okay, it's not blank, it's all continuous. Starts out with $1 gold back stamp. It's got my quantum autograph. It has my identification number registered with the post in the post office. Permanent identification number as sovereign. Right there. That's how we start. Of course, I put the language, Webster's, and then in brackets, Babel. Truth and fact, because this is a court of truth and fact and love, not assumptions and presumptions and demonic slavery. And then no paperwork has been created after the hearings, because we need a jury, and then that paperwork should be done in proper parse syntax, mathematically correct quantum grammar. However, the videos serve as the quantum now time, now space, truth, fact, original record, true copy. All right. So Jim, let me see. I think maybe it was you in a recent video said that you supported me with a donation. Somebody did. And then at the end of the talk, I think it was put in PBI, People's Bureau of Investigation. I'm not People's Bureau of Investigation. I never was. I got involved with the People's Bureau of Investigation and the Environmental Court, and I did reporting, and that's when I did the postage paid mail service, because the Environmental Court was requiring registered mail, and that gets to be quite expensive for those that were serving, 10 a day, 20 a day. Tim, the creator of the People's Bureau of Investigation, he just got sentenced to 15 years in the demonic slave court system. And Tom, the inventor of the reclamator for your clean, healthy water, they came and arrested him, took him out of the hospital. They were giving him a year to live. I don't think he lived a month after they took him out of the hospital. So Tom's dead. Tim's in a cage, and we're all drinking toxic water. And these British agents are still controlling your medical, your dental, and your judicial, and your legislative, and just about every other damn thing. And it's got to end. It starts with you. All right, everybody. I'll be back. I love you. We're going to crush it. It's going to be beautiful on the other side.